So, okay, as for the Tai Ho, Tai essentially can mean body, and Ho can mean methods or principles or guidelines, alright? So the Tai Ho within the Kasumigakure Ryu Ninpo Koshinto, and I wrote a lot about this on Facebook. I also posted 15 pages about the Hombu Dojo here in Charlottenburg. And so many of my friends around the world are martial artists. When it comes to the Tai Ho, there is a martial way inside. When I talk about this type of martial way, I would prefer to refer to it as a Bumon. So Bumon means martial gate. There's also Shumon, or the spiritual gate. And within the very old transmissions, like the Amatsu Tatara Hibumi no Ikan, excuse me that I'm using a lot of Japanese terminology, but if you will read through my timeline, it will make more sense. So within the Amatsu Tatara, there's also Amatsu Tatara Shinden Bujutsu. So we could say that divinely given ways to defend, first of all, the self. Not just meaning the body, but the mind and the spirit souls as well. And I deliberately just said spirit souls. Okay, but I may elaborate on that during this video or during the following videos. Okay, but there's also then the Amatsu Tatara Rentan Shuho. So that is really, how could we say, in Western terminology, it's more the internal practice, but you may see that both have this word Amatsu inside. So within the ancient divine way, so that is Kasumigakure Ryu Ninpo Koshinto, co-old or ancient, Shin divine, Do way. There's many aspects of these teachings. Alright? So I may jump a little bit in channels, but essentially when you boil down to the essence of everything, so whether it comes to the Koshinto or the Ninpo or the Amatsu Tatara, is basically this. And this was written by my mentor, my life teacher, and I would really use the word spiritual father, Hatsumi Sensei. So when he wrote that to me, the Shin Shin Shingan, I have to say honestly, I had no idea yet really what it means. Okay, I heard the terminology before, but then particularly through the deep practice of the Koshinto, I would describe it as a feeling that is naturally growing within the person. These practices I talked before, like the Amatsu Tatara Rentan Shuho, or we use words like Misogi Harai, which essentially means purification of body, mind, and spirit souls. Because within the Koshinto, we have the concept of Ichiren Shikon, which means one spirit, or four souls. Alright? So, all of this boils really down to this feeling of relearning or remembering how to be a natural and true human being. This is, by the way, the essence of what nin means. To be a natural and true human being. And the mentor of my mentor, Hatsumi Sensei, Takamatsu Sensei, he said that the essence is to be natural, naturalness. And he said that one of the most satisfying feelings is to be happy. So a happy, natural human being. Alright? So when it comes to today's or back in the day fighting arts, and I want to say here clearly that the Tai Ho within the Kasumigakure Ryu Ninpo Koshinto has integrated some of these particularly samurai fighting arts. So we know how to use them and defend against them. But the Tai Ho is still different. Alright, so if you just look how I stand, just very natural. Or we would say in Japanese, shizen. Yeah, natural. Okay? So from this natural posture, for example, if someone would attack, I just step out of the way. Like this. Very natural. And strike again. So I don't go into any kamae rather than shizen. And often a lot of the kamae or the postures in the various traditions, for example, within the gyokuru, it's kind of like if we stand, for example, in Jumonji, you know, we have to realize, also through the Taoist Chinese roots and influences, that the thumbs up means we connect energetically, yeah, to heavenly energy, amatsu. Here we connect through tento, or heaven's gate. Here we connect to Mother Earth energy, and also through the prayer nerum. So if we stand like this, yeah, and really go low and stand a while for this, this will build, for example, a lot of core strength. But when someone attacks me, I might just step out of the way. Yeah, this is it. Attack comes, another attack comes. So it really is just to move the body, the mind in an integrated way. Very natural, very relaxed. And to come to the state of a naturalness, we also have a lot of the practices like the Junan Taiso, the joint opening, the tendon changing, self-massage and all of these kind of things. But you know, sometimes I receive like messages from people I don't know on Facebook, and I really enjoy often to read them. But you know, I throw in just some things about the questions I was asked in written form, and so I just hope that you enjoyed or could take a little bit something away. Maybe a word, amatsu, you know, Koshinto, Ninpo. And if you have any questions, yeah, just feel free to keep sending me messages, or just send me an email, or for the people I know in person, of course you always can give me a ring as well. Okay, I hope you and your families are all well. I wish you all the very best, and for now, bye from the Kasumigakure Hombu Dojo in Charlottenburg.